you're a personal trainer struggling to fill your schedule, believe me, you're not alone. Most personal trainers will go through that in the beginning stages of starting their first personal training job, just like yourself. I can tell you by personal experience that it is very overwhelming. Once you get certified, you're starting this new job, new environment, new people, so many different things going on all at once. And you soon quickly realize that you have to wear all these hats as a personal trainer. Not only are you a personal trainer, you have to become a salesman, you have to be good at influencing, motivating people. You gotta have a little bit of some social skills, especially if you're an introvert. So over the years, I learned all this stuff the hard way. I've learned what works, what doesn't work, to keep clients motivated and coming back for more. Today I'll be sharing some proven tips that I've learned along the way that'll help you with your client retention. Alright, so let's get into it. So if you're new to personal training, congrats to you and your new job. So secret number one is to leverage your network. So for example, you have family, friends, acquaintances. Reach out to them, let them know that you are now certified as a personal trainer and you are open to answering any questions. I like to basically kind of like answer questions with them and just kind of start to position yourself as an authority figure in the field of fitness. This kind of like helps them realize like, oh, this guy really knows what he's talking about. And my advice for if you don't know the answers to any of the questions, I highly recommend you go online and you research that. Or you get a question that you're just completely unaware of. Like, don't be ashamed to say, I'll come back and let you know, and just research it. At least positions yourself as a person that they can go to, and then eventually they become a client for years and years on end. Another one would be to try and keep in mind anyone that you know is into fitness in the past, or if you have an acquaintance or a friend, family member that you know is on like a diet plan or on an exercise plan, you can kind of position yourself into their routine, provide value as much as possible. Also, the gym floor, where you work, whatever gym you work at, is basically one big networking event every single day. Think about it. You're working with other personal trainers that have been doing this for longer than you have. Don't be ashamed. Ask questions. You can ask any personal trainer that you admire. More than likely, you're starting on a new job, so they're having you shadow other personal trainers to kind of get a feel as to what their style is. I don't know if that's happening in your gym, but in my personal experience, that's happened at every gym that I've worked at. So that would be your opportunity to kind of like ask some questions to them and help fill you in on whatever area you might be lacking in. All right, so secret number two would be become a gym floor regular. So this means spend more time on the floor. More than likely, your gym will require you to have a certain amount of hours on the floor. We like to call this floor presence. So floor presence is perfect for like connecting with different clients, starting conversations. Hey, how's it going? Introduce yourself. My name is so and so. I'm a new personal trainer here, and just leave it at that. The more you become a regular face, the more people start to trust you. See, that's the perfect thing about working at a gym compared to let's say if you're just trying to start a business, like after getting certification like I did. I made the mistake of just jumping from certification to let's try and start my own business. There's so many different things along the way while working at a gym that you must learn before you can get to that stage. So while you're at the gym, you're meeting all these new people, new faces, and you talk to them once. This kind of goes back to the last thing that I said was you're connecting with new people, you're positioning yourself as an authority just by answering any questions that they have. Be approachable, offer any advice on exercises that they may be struggling with, offer free consultations of anything, maybe like 30 minutes to an hour or so. Go on like a deep dive of anything they may be curious about or struggling with. So whatever you do, just don't blend in. Don't be off in the corner, don't be on your phone, don't only show up for only appointments. Like kind of connect with everybody on a personal level and start to make friendships and build rapport with people. Always remember people's names, their kids' names, their hobbies, their interests. If they like hiking, or they like traveling, start conversations about that. The next one would be to network with the gym staff. Building rapport with your boss, getting to know them, the other personal trainers, hanging out, spending time around them. Asking questions could be another good one. So another thing that I've noticed with personal trainers and even myself, starting a new job, like you got your certification, you're confident. You also we have this natural feeling to want to have this perception about ourselves that we know everything and we're capable, which is completely fine. But also there are going to be some things, especially this is a new job, this may be a new field for you. You've never been a personal trainer before. So it's good to ask questions. Never be afraid to look dumb. There's one thing to be dumb, but looking dumb is okay here. Especially if you're new, you're a new face. I want you to always remember that asking people questions builds a connection between you. Asking questions doesn't make you look dumb. It makes you look like, hey, like, I view this person as a intelligent person. I want to do well, I want to succeed, so I'm going to ask questions. That builds a rapport, that builds a level of trust and respect as well. Because it makes the person feel like, oh wow, they admire me enough to take advice from me. Let's just take it that way. Alright, so number 3 would be embracing the power of social media. So if your gym allows it, feel free to, you can create an account, you can use an account that you already have, as long as there's nothing too... I know social media can get a little vulgar, so try to make sure you keep it professional looking. You want to attract clients, you want people to see who you are, and positioning and kind of cultivating your account to look like fitness, or like it shows that you are constantly looking up on things or you're sharing information. You can use social media to kind of project that out and kind of build an authority around your knowledge in fitness. Number 4 would be to offer free consultations. There's nothing wrong with this. I'm sure your gym will probably have a requirement as to how many hours you can be on the gym floor, like I mentioned before. There's nothing wrong with building rapport, answering questions with people. Alright, so a consultation's a great way for, they may be a new member, they may be an existing member, to kind of take maybe 30 minutes to an hour to go over anything they may be interested in. And when you do this, you're giving something away for free. So anything you give away for free, the other person eventually somewhere down the line is going to feel comfortable and also obligated to kind of come to you to get service. So for example, you do a free consultation, and over some time they're going to have more questions as they kind of transition into, start to transition into anything that you just taught them. They're starting to learn new things. They're starting to get comfortable with the movements that you're taking them through. So eventually they'll see you as an opportunity to start working with you, and they'll hire you. So be sure that you start off every consultation in a professional way. You can start to address what their fitness level is, have them do some compound movements to kind of see where they're at in terms of physical fitness. So that way you can start to kind of gradually build from there. So you can have them lift weights. You can kind of test to see, okay, they're good with this weight for this amount of reps, and so on and so on. So have them do, for example, compound movements like squats, doing push-ups, maybe have us do some planks, some walking lunges, things like that. And you can kind of start to notice some body cues that kind of signify that they need help in this area. So kind of communicate that to them as well. Like, hey, I noticed that you were a little off balance on this side, or I noticed this side of your body is a lot stronger than this side. We definitely got to work on that, and here's some exercises how to do that. So everything just kind of plays together, and then eventually you kind of build the perception that you have authority, which you do. You're certified. So you're here to help clients reach their goals, and you have to kind of communicate it in a way that gets them to see that. Last tip is to be patient and consistent. You are starting fresh, you're new to the field, you may be even new to exercising like myself. I got certified and I had hardly spent any time in the gym. The most time I really spent in the gym was just like here and there getting on, cardio equipment, looking out and seeing everyone kind of lifting and being confident, and they're already in shape, and like I kind of wish I had someone to walk me by the hand and show them to new equipment. And that's your job as a personal trainer, is to always make the client feel home. That's what keeps the client, and that's what keeps the member at the gym for years and years and years, as long as you make them feel comfortable. Because think about it, it's a new environment for them as well. It's new equipment for them as well. They might be only comfortable with cardio equipment, and they kind of wish there was somebody that would kind of show them the ropes on how to use every single area of the gym, not just one. Alright, so all you gotta do is just implement these secrets and you'll be well on your way to filling that schedule. Enjoy the process, embrace the journey, and keep striving to provide that value and being the best you possibly can be. That's what sets you apart from other trainers. If you really focus in and hone in on everything that you need to as a trainer, and focus on what the client needs and what you need, everything you do at your gym is a representation of your gym. So you make sure that you be the best trainer you could possibly be, because that'll set you apart from the rest. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. We're going to be covering many topics just like this in the future. So until next time, have a good one, everybody.